Hello, and welcome back to the Southern Bible Thumper channel. For this upload, we will be reading Numbers chapter 10. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. And when they shall blow at them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if they blow but with 1 trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the households of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month in the second year that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. In the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah, according to their armies, and over his host was Nahshon the son of Amminadab. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nathaniel the son of Zuar. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab the son of Helon. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari set forward, breaking the tabernacle. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elizur the son of Shadior. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel the son of Jerushadai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Elisaph the son of Deuel. And the Kohathites set forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they came. And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elishama the son of Ammiud. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Pedazar. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni. And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the reward of all the camps throughout their hosts. And over his host was Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel the son of Akron. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira the son of Anan. Thus were the journeyings of the children of Israel according to their armies when they set forward. And Moses said unto Hobab the son of Ragiel the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are journeying unto the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For the Lord hath spoken good concerning Israel. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land and to my kindred. And he said, Leave us not, I pray thee. For as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. And it shall be, if thou go with us, yea, it shall be, that what goodness of the Lord shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. And they departed from the mount of the Lord 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in the 3 days' journey, to search out a resting place for them. And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day, when they went out of the camp. And it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Rise up, Lord, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. And when it rested, he said, Return, O Lord, unto the many thousands of Israel. Summarizing Numbers chapter 10. God tells Moses to make 2 silver trumpets to assist with guiding the Israelites as they are traveling and assembling. Verse 3, the Bible says that when both trumpets are blown, all the congregation should gather themselves to you at the entrance. But if only one is blown, the princes of Israel, which are mentioned in Numbers chapter 1, verses 5 through verse 16, the princes of Israel are the 12 leaders of the tribes or the family clans. And so that's mentioned in Numbers chapter 1, verse 5 through 16. Those men that are the leaders, they're called princes, they should gather if only one trumpet is blown. Then it says in verse 5, when you blow an alarm, the east camp should go forward or move. But when you blow the alarm the second time, the second alarm, the south campus should move or start their journey. Then verse 7 seems to sort of mirror verse 3. When the assembly is to be gathered together, you shall blow a long blast, but not sound an alarm. So we did see just in verse 3, when both are blown, all the congregation shall gather, all the assembly shall assemble. Not verse 7, it says, you shall blow but not sound an alarm when the congregation is to be gathered together. So there's some different sounds there. Verse 8. Aaron's sons, the priests, should blow the trumpets. This is a permanent ordinance that should be upheld throughout the generations. Verse 9. Sound the alarm if you go to war against the enemy. You will be remembered before the Lord your God and saved from your enemies. Verse 10. Blow your trumpets. I'm going to scroll down to where I was reading from because I read the King James Version. So blow your trumpets in your gladness, in your solemn days, at the beginnings of your months, at your feasts, over your burnt and peace offerings. They shall be a memorial to you before God. I am the Lord your God. Verse 11. On the second year, on the second year, second month, 20th day, the cloud lifted. And in the last chapter, chapter 9, the cloud would hover over the tabernacle that's how the Israelites were being guided, by this cloud that would hover over the tabernacle. So in the last chapter, if the cloud stayed in one if the cloud stayed in one place if the cloud stayed in one place for an extended period of time, so would the Israelites, and they would follow the cloud on to journey. They would follow the cloud as a guide for their journey. Okay, so verse 12. The cloud guided Israel out of the wilderness in Sinai and into Paran. Verse 13. The Israelites left at the Lord's command at Moses' hand. And then we have verse 13. So there's 13 through like verse 29. This is just telling the order of the Israelite clans or families that left. So verse 14, this is listing the order of the clans. So we can read it here, but I'll just summarize it. Nashon led the children of Judah. Nathaniel led the children of Issachar. That was verse 14 and 15. Verse 16, Eliab led Zebulun. Verse 17, the tabernacle was taken down. The Gershonites and the Merari clan carried it. Verse 18, Elizur led Reuben. Verse 19, Shelumiel led Simeon. Verse 20, Elisaphat led Gad. Verse 21, the Kohathites carried the sanctuary. Verse 22, Elishama led the children of Ephraim. Verse 23, Gamaliel led Manasseh. Verse 24, Abidan led the children of Benjamin. Verse 25, Ahiezer led the children of Dan. Verse 26, Pagiel led the children of Asher. Verse 27, Ahira led the children of Naphtali. And verse 28 confirms this was the order of the way that the Israelites marched. Then we have verse 29. Moses said to Hobab, the son of Reuel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law. And because his name is Hobab here, when we look earlier in the Bible, we have Exodus chapter 18, verse 1 and 2. Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, says it again. So that's Exodus chapter 18, verse 1 and 2. And this was when Moses fled. Oh no, this was after they got out of the land of Egypt. So after they got out of the land of Egypt, Moses' father-in-law was telling him, hey, you can't judge all of these individual cases with the Israelites by yourself. You need to appoint some men. So this is the conversation that he's having in this chapter. Then we have Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. And this was when Moses fled Egypt because he had killed an Egyptian after he saw an Egyptian beating on a Hebrew. And so he was Hebrew, even though he was raised by the Egyptians, because he was found by the princess, the Pharaoh's daughter. So he was raised as an Egyptian, but he was a Hebrew. He still felt a connection to his people, even though he wasn't raised Hebrew. And he killed an Egyptian for harassing a Hebrew. Word got out to some of the other Hebrews, and he because he wasn't, socialized as a Hebrew. So when he saw two other Hebrews arguing, he was like, oh, well, you should love your fellow man. And they're just kind of like, who do you think you are? And reminded him, hey, you just killed someone. Why should we listen to you? So then he fled. So now in Exodus chapter 3, he is, he's fleeing. And he met his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian. So now that we come back to here, Numbers chapter 10, and his name is now Hobab, I don't understand why there's so many names for people. Okay. So then after this, Moses tells his father-in-law that he and Israel are traveling to the land that God promised, and he invites Hobab along. Hobab says no, he's going back home to his relatives. Moses tells him that he can provide guidance well, and says that he will share, or they'll share the blessings together if he comes with them to the new land. Verse 33, the Israelites traveled for 3 days. The Ark of the Covenant traveled ahead of them to guide them. So, verse 34, the cloud of the Lord guided them by day. Verse 35, whenever the ark set out, Moses said, arise and let your enemies be scattered. Those that hate you flee before them that hate you. When it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, rise up, Lord, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. So, and then when the ark was at rest, he'd say, return, O Lord, until the many thousands of Israel. So, the good thing about this chapter is they've moved from the wilderness of Sinai, and now they're in the wilderness of Paran. They've assembled their armies. They've organized their military, and now they have a symbol or a calling call. They have a way to recognize when it's time to move, when it's time for battle, in addition to just, I don't want to say just the cloud, but in addition to the cloud. Now they have a sound. So when it's time to assemble, Okay. So the other thing, I just looked up the terms alarm and blow because I don't feel like the definitions gave a lot of information, like as a difference. Alarm is more like a fear, disturbance, excite. We look up the synonyms. You know, Anxiety. This is more like a state of being, whereas blow seems to be more of a physical. That's the difference in because you see the synonyms are like pant, heave, choke. When we look at the synonyms of alarm, it's like concern, worry, fearfulness. So when we look at in the chapter when it says blow versus alarm, sound the alarm but don't blow the trumpet. Well, that was Numbers chapter 10. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.